So Lingus, the song changed your life.
I didn't know if that was my best solo, to be honest.
Wow.
You know, I never forget Mike Lee was like, "Oh yeah, nah, this the one.
Yeah.
This the one that's gonna make you famous," or something like that. I was like, "Man, please get out of here." You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was gonna go crazy like that.
Go. Let's go.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the show. We are thrilled to have the phenomenal Cory Henry with us today on the podcast. If you're listening to this episode, you're probably listening for one of two reasons. Reason number one, you're a huge Cory Henry fan. You know how amazing of an artist and a musician he is. And I'm hoping that this interview gives you a bit of depth into Cory and his mind, heart, and soul. He's an amazing guy with great work ethic and a really incredible heart. So I'm hoping that you get to learn a little bit more about him. Reason number two, maybe you don't know Cory Henry, you're a fan of the pod, or you just like music. So if you don't know Cory Henry, let me tell you a little something. In my opinion, Cory Henry is one of the greatest musicians alive on the planet in this moment. He's an amazing organist. He made his mark coming out with Snarky Puppy, and with his solo albums, he has multiple Grammy nominations for him as a solo artist. And now as a producer and a songwriter, he's been working with Rubin, which has led to collaborations with Red Hot Chilli Peppers, Kanye West, Imagine Dragons, a few other artists like, Rosalia. So he's all over the game right now, and he's a great guy. So I hope you enjoyed this conversation with Cory Henry. Let's get to the interview. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the incredible Cory Henry.
Yes, sir. I'm glad to be here. What's going on, Elmo?
Let's go, man.
Let's go, man. We here.
We were at James Fauntleroy's 40th birthday the other day. Happy birthday, James.
Happy birthday, James.
Love you, bro. Mm-hmm. And I was leaving and you were coming. Mm-hmm. And I was like, my guy, what's up? You in town? Let's talk.
Let's talk.
And then you were like, well, I'm going to Chicago because you're
yeah,
you're doing a church tour.
Yeah, a little church run, you know what I'm saying? I released a record, you know, and we just playing a few pop-up church events around the country, and they've been wonderful. It's wonderful. Just got back from Chicago, and that was almost as fun as all the other ones.
Let's go.
We had a good time, man. We got a good time.
I can't wait to see. I've been listening to the album. It's so great, dude.
Thank you.
Who's on the drums on the album? Is that Tehran?
Woo!
Who is that?
All right, let's get it.
Come on.
I played the drums on like 95% of the album.
Get out of here.
Yeah!
Okay, so before the interview started, we went down to my basement studio, and Cory sat on the drums, and I was like, bruh, sound like a drummer to me. Wow. On the first song, that's you?
Yes.
That groove is so sick. Go listen to the Cory Henry Church album.
Thank you.
That groove is sick, dude, on Amazing Grace.
Thank you. So Amazing Grace, that particular version of the song was one of the first things I learned when I was like 3 years old or 4 years old. My mama, who plays several different instruments, made these chords up after showing me like the regular version.
Yeah.
She showed me these jazz chords and made up this, just the way the chords was moving over made up the arrangement rather, the way it was moving over the melody. And I never forget, like when I learned these chords that had fourths in them.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, like when I got about 10 or 11, I was like, she was showing me jazz chords at 4 or 5 years old, you know, and I wanted to pay, homage to her, respect to her. And because a lot of times I like to talk about, Chick Corea and Herbie Hancock and all these other people who like influenced me heavily when it came down to jazz.
Yeah.
But when I think about it and when I started making this record, I was like, I get it from my mama. like it all comes from my mama. The drums, she played the drums rather. She played sax, she played organ, she taught the choir. Amazing. And when I went to go record this arrangement, I was like, I want to keep all the chords exactly like those is exactly like I learned them when I was a kid.
That's beautiful.
And then I added a little vamp, and then I got on the drums, and I was like, I finally get to play the drums for myself. yeah. And I'm just happy that you like it, and I'm happy that I got to record it. And her voice is at the beginning of the record.
That's her voice.
Yeah, that's her voice.
That's awesome. I would not have guessed that was you on drums.
Yeah.
I was like, is it? Because I know recently, of course, Tehran locked it with Funk Apostles.
Yeah.
And then you had Stanley a few times recently, Stanley Randolph. So I was like, who is this on drums?
Yeah. I was like, I got it. I got this one. I always wanted to be the church drummer too.
Yeah.
So this
your
record,
chance.
this record, I was like, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
I'm the church drummer.
I'm the church drummer. I got it.
I love it, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, dude, you are an incredible soloist. You're one of my favorite soloists.
Thank you.
Man, you got like, okay, well, I don't know how many Grammys. You've had a bunch of nominations and some wins and stuff. Have you gone yet? You haven't gone yet for best solo, huh?
No, not as solo artist. Yeah,
I've been
nominated.
solo.
I've been nominated as a solo artist 4 times.
No. I know you've been nominated as a solo artist, but I'm saying how on jazz, in the jazz category, there's the best solo.
Oh, best solo. Oh, yeah.
You got to go for that on the next album, bro.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna win it.
I need to dig deep.
My cousin Joe won that Grammy.
Really?
Joe Lovano won that.
That's
Grammy.
so fire.
Yeah.
That's so fire.
Because I think that's one of the coolest Grammys to win is the solo, which is amazing that you have solo artist nominations. I'm aware multiple, including one this most recent year.
Yeah.
When you just make a piano album and then just drop that and it gets a Grammy nomination,
Out the blue, didn't even know that was gonna happen.
come on.
I wasn't even trying. It was crazy, really crazy, really crazy. That was supposed to be the setup for my church album, and it became its own, thing with its own life.
Because you had best progressive R&B album, the last 2 albums, right? Before that, 2 years in a row. Just taking that category, and then just the casual drop of the piano album getting a nom.
Yeah, so crazy, man. I just woke up about 2 days before my birthday and was like, I want to make a piano album.
Yeah.
And went in the studio with Bob Clearmountain over there at Apogee.
Yes.
And we got the sounds right, like in a few hours, and put the kick drum under the piano.
Yep.
And the first time I ever did that, and just recorded songs off the fly.
Wow.
I left them raw, not too much editing. I don't even know if I did any editing, to be honest.
Wow.
And just put it out, and I'm so shocked and amazed that that people vibe with it like that, and that it made it that far.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, and also like you won a Grammy with on the Donda album with Kanye. Mm-hmm. And what's so great, I know you have 2 tracks on there. They sound like Cory Henry tracks, bro.
Yeah. That's actually what I love about that project the most.
Yeah.
Is that they called me in to do my thing.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. It was almost like we was just in church.
Yes.
And
absolutely. They're straight church songs.
Straight church songs. And the energy was just like, that's what he wanted. And there's an organ in the middle of a room. I was like, oh wow, let's get it. Like I felt empowered.
Yes.
Like I didn't have to go searching. I was just like, oh man, I could, the organ's my main instrument.
Yeah.
Let's make some songs. And I'm so glad that went down the way it did.
Who called you for the Kanye album?
Rick Rubin.
Rick Rubin did.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you meet Rick Rubin?
I can't remember which project it was that I got called in to record at, but it was at his studio, Shangri-La.
Yep.
And after I did this project, I think it was with...
was it Imagine Dragons?
No, that was after. I think it was with Madison Ward, singer.
I don't know.
Amazing singer.
Yeah. She was doing an album at Shangri-La.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was that. Yeah.
And
she was his artist or something like that.
And Rick Rubin saw you play.
Yeah.
And was like, this guy.
Yeah. And then Imagine Dragons things happened.
Yep.
And then Red Hot Chili Peppers thing happened. And one more thing, I feel like Marcus King or somebody else I was there for, and then I recorded some stuff there. And then he's just been cool. He's been calling me for just like, whatever, whatever ideas he had for me to be a part of. And then he called me for the Kanye thing, and it was so cool. It was actually out the blue. I didn't even, most of them I didn't expect, but the Kanye thing I definitely didn't expect. And because he was like, "Oh, you got to get on the plane right now," and I was like, all right, I guess I guess I can fly down to where was that, San Francisco, I think. I believe we recorded the Donda stuff.
What's it like getting the call from Rick Rubin?
It's fun. It's fun. It's always like random, he's calling, and it's not a very long conversation, but it's just definitely like, he's sweet and always like his ideas when we talk, at least in person, is like always coming from a very inspiring, like different, like chill and simple place.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes like he's just like, you know, like follow your heart type things. I was like, man, it sounds so regular, but you're right. You know,
But it touches
like,
you. Yeah.
It's just like it's, you know, that's his energy. So it was cool getting a call from him, and he was, you know, real chill about it. Beyond get on the plane tonight. And,
Does he tell you it's the artist? Is he like, oh, I want you to come play on Kanye's?
Yeah.
Or just like, come to the studio?
No, he told me this one was, it was definitely for Kanye, that they
Yeah.
were trying to do a thing. And I was like, wow. You know, like they looked at me and watched my videos and did the whole thing.
Yeah.
And Kanye was like really hyped to meet me, like when he first met me.
Yeah.
Like, he knew it was up. So
That's dope.
yeah, it was very specific.
So you get to Shangri-La, there's an organ in the room, and Kanye's there, Rick is there.
No, we didn't record that at Shangri-La. We recorded at
in San
recorded
Francisco.
San Francisco at a hotel or something like that. Or,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was real different.
There was an organ at the hotel?
Yeah, like in the conference room or something like that.
Oh, shit.
Like they had the conference room in the hotel, like on the second floor. You
That's
know?
some make it happen for Kanye stuff.
Yeah. It was crazy. they had a few desks and a few producers was around, and you know there was blasting the music. You know they had the whole conference room. It was crazy.
Was there a song already? Or was it like you just like riffing on organ like for 24?
It was Kanye and a few other producers and the writers was screaming, God's not finished. God's not finished. And I think that's where it started with. So we was jamming on that for like 20, 30 minutes. Like
Yeah.
Kanye was like ad-libbing and like, you know, it was just like a jam.
Yeah.
And then the next day, another part came because I worked on like 8 to 10 songs or maybe more.
Yeah.
So I feel like each day there was like another part added. And then like after like the 7th, 8th day, there was like, I remember doing like a full take through of like the song once it got like pieced together all the way through.
Yeah.
But the first 2 days I remember it was just like, God's not finished. And everybody was like, whoa, that's crazy.
What about No Child Left Behind?
I remember cutting that in this, I can't remember the name of the church, but this cathedral. Warren Campbell was there.
Awesome.
Me and him both played this pipe organ.
Wow.
They had most of that. I feel like they had like a melody or something like that they wanted to like expound on.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we just listened to the melody and just like found the chords on the pipe organ. You know, we was there for maybe an hour or two in this prestigious cathedral.
Is there a particular memory you have or a particular lesson that you learned from Rick Rubin?
I feel like every time we work together, I'm always amazed at when he makes decisions, how definitive he is at making the decision, like in the moment, you know, and how he's doing it by like the spirit, you know, like patient. He listens. He listens to other people's ideas.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoyed and really learned a lot from just seeing how he like operated certain songs, especially in all the different groups that we worked together with.
Yeah.
He had so many amazing ideas, but it's every time like he spoke, it just seemed so simple. Like it seemed like the approach was always don't do too much. It was like do whatever like the music is called for, or you know, make the decisions based on like the information coming back through the computer. It was like a lot of those ideas, and I would think that it would be something different. Like looking at him or coming into his situation, you know, his life is like that. It would be so like ethereal or like wild, like I don't know, coming from somewhere else.
Yeah,
you know. But he was just like, nah. It's like it was so chill most times. Every time he had like things to say about the music that we was making, so that really touched me because it let me know to like don't overdo it.
Yeah.
don't overdo it.
It's like he's very much in his flow as a producer of just like channeling an energy to others.
Yeah,
to kind of hone you in.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like your flow is incredible too, and I think why your soloing is so crazy. You tell me, but like I guess when you're soloing, are you thinking or are you just tapped in?
Yeah, I'm trying to be tapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell a story. I finally feel like I'm playing to a place where I don't have to like think about techniques or I'm trying to use like a language. You know, I'm trying to play to people, not over people's head.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm really trying to be as tapped in and trying to play in the spirit as much as possibly as I possibly can. You know? So yeah, it's not much thought at this particular point. Over the last few years, it's not much thought at all. It's all spirit.
You can see the spirit coming out of you. And your solos like go, you know, like you'll just rip and you'll just keep ripping.
Yeah.
But I can tell you're tapped in because there's like nothing's repeating. It's just like you're telling the story as you were saying, which is a really interesting way because you'll go through a lot of emotions in your solos.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a representation of how I practice at this point.
Yeah.
I just got a piano in my house for the first time in about four months. I didn't grow up with a piano. I grew up with the organ.
Yeah.
But I could say the same thing when I had grown up with an organ. It's just like I spent so much time on it. You know, like I remember taking songs, especially gospel songs back in the day, but I remember taking gospel or jazz songs and playing one song for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You know, like when I learned Someday My Prince Will Come, right? I was like, whoa, I played through those changes so much that I feel like, yo, if you let me play, I'm going to play. Because when I'm at the crib by myself, I know I can like wear this out for an hour and a half. Like I wear myself out for an hour and a half, you know? So like, that's just been my energy to like to really be able to like, to make the song or use the song as a vocal point so you can feel where I'm coming from because songs are deep, you know? I feel like the lyrical content to a song, which also like informs what I'm playing sometimes, you know, if I'm thinking about, if the song has lyrics at least, sometimes it helps me, but just music itself is like, it's just deep. When you're deep into it, it feels like, you know, you can go forever. It's like you just like get on fire, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think about basketball all the time, you know, so I just feel like I'm on fire. Like I can't stop. Like I can't, it's just so much information and so much like spirit, like going through. It's like, I just, you know, playing doesn't really like, it's like, I just love to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You told me a great basketball quote. What did you say? You don't play basketball to get in shape.
Yeah.
You get in shape to play
basketball. Oh yeah. When I heard that, you don't play basketball to get in shape. You get in shape to play basketball. And since I heard that, I'm like, man, I'm about to be a beast again. You know what I mean? Cats don't know, you know, they think it's just about music out here. You know, I could give cats 30 quick.
Watch out for the next Live and Love basketball championship tournament.
Yeah. I'm coming out.
Don't be on Cory. Be on the same team.
That's right. I'm coming out Kobe out here like that. For sure.
And so speaking of solos, you were saying recently you felt like you were really tapped into that and really, really have that. But I mean, I feel like you got really put on the map with Snarky Puppy and with, I mean, your incredible proficiency into everything that with that band, and then that band as a platform for you, and then how you stood out as well in that band. And then for the Lingus solo, which I know is such a famous, such a known thing. So since that was, I mean, how long ago was that? 10 years ago? 12?
Yeah, probably 12 or more. It's probably in 24. Yeah, maybe like, that was like 11 to 12 or something.
Like 11, 12 years ago. So at that point in your soloing and in your phase of playing, was that more like intentional? Was that like written more intentional, or was that still you flow state?
There's just flow state.
Yeah.
And to think about that, it's probably more because we're in 24 now. But so it was just flow state. Yeah. We recorded 2 times per night for 4 nights a week in Utrecht or something like that, Netherlands.
And that's the most beautiful city.
It's so nice.
Oh my God.
So nice. And every night I just tried something different. Yeah. One time I made a piano solo. One night I played like an organ solo.
Yeah.
The night that actually came out and went viral, I didn't know if that was my best solo, to be honest.
Wow.
You know, and I never forget Mike League was like, oh yeah, nah, this the one.
Yeah.
This the one that's gonna go. Or he said something like, it's gonna make you famous or something like that. I was like, man, please get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I liked the night before, to be honest. I think I remember liking Another Night.
Wow.
I tried something different every night. So, and it was still, you know, to the point of just being in a flow state, you know, just like, okay, I did this before, let me do something different and just lock in and try to make a different sound. And, you know, I didn't know it was going to go crazy like that. I
Yeah.
really did not know that it was going to go crazy like that. But I thank God for that moment, because it was definitely like, the biggest moment for me,
Yeah.
as
Absolutely.
as a transition from, coming in as an artist and still trying to do my artist thing. It was, a big transition to becoming like, official.
Yeah. So for Michael to say to you, oh, that's going to make you famous. And then it goes viral and like everyone knows that. All musicians love that solo. And people go crazy trying to play it or transcribing it or whatever. And now you're like 10 years past into your solo career and everything. And you got Grammys, you got you did it, bro. Where were you at that point in your life when Lingus and that whole Snarky Puppy album came out before you were famous?
Oh man. Okay. So one thing is when I came into Snarky Puppy, there was like, I was already like doing my thing, right? I released a record called First Steps and a record called Gotcha Now Doc, which was like the start of my career. I was about 21 or so when that happened, right? And they did really well on like jazz iTunes charts and stuff like that. I was so excited because,
Nice.
I didn't even know what I was doing at the time.
And where were you living at the time?
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn. Yeah.
I never forget when Sput asked me to join Snarky, or brought me to Snarky rather. They was coming through Williamsburg part of Brooklyn, and they played Spike Hill or something like that, and it was very early on in the band. I was coming from playing with Kenny Garrett and playing with I remember Kim Burrell and some other people, and Sput and Mike, man, it was something about the show that we played at Rockwood that went so crazy, and I just was like, oh, I never seen a band, hustle for music, the love and the respect of like trying to make music this way. I haven't seen that before, and that was really nice. And
Wait, were you just watching them play, or were you in the band?
I was watching them play.
You were just watching them.
Yeah, the Spike Hill show I watched them play. The Rockwood show I sat in.
Oh, you sat in.
Yeah, I sat in on that one.
Wait, so hold on. So how did you get the gig with them? Sput
was on keyboard.
Yep. Wow.
Sput was playing keyboard when I first came around, and then the next gig he was like playing drums or something like that, and then I sat in on the gig that he was playing drums on. And the next thing I know, I was in Philly with them or something like that, and I learned some of the repertoire, and then we just started doing the run. I was at a point where I wanted to try something different, like I grew up playing in church. I was doing gigs around New York City, and all of those things was pretty great for me. But I knew I wanted to try something different. I wanted to find a different energy and pursue music in a different way. And this gave me a very great outlet to do that, where I didn't have to, when I didn't have to, again, think about things or be different. I was able to be myself in one of the greatest ways, and a nice avenue, and with an amazing band. And by the time Lingus came around years later, we were just really establishing this me, Spud, and Sean Martin and Bobby Sparks and League, the whole band. We was all establishing this camaraderie.
Yeah.
And it felt good. We traveled the world and spent 3 to 6 months at a time on the road, and it was just so much fun. So much fun at that time, and it wasn't all about it wasn't financially it wasn't about the financial part of it. I remember specifically just on some love of the music type. This is some of the craziest experiences I've been a part of. Yeah. And it showed me how I can kind of move forward and make it, in this industry from a grassroots level, what it means to strive and do things your way. And it was a very inspiring time.
And what made you then go and do back to your focus on your solo career?
I just knew it was time.
Yeah.
When we won the first Grammy for Family Dinner with Layla Hathaway, I believe. And it was such a beautiful experience. I remember the feeling I felt when we got the Grammy. I was crying. I was so happy. And And I think that was the moment I was like, all right, we won the championship. I was like, I think it's time to win some of my own, you know?
It
was just very clear for me that like, you know, I wanted to bring my own hardware home to my grandmama.
Yeah.
And I knew, you know, before I joined the group that I wanted to do my own thing, you know. It just, people didn't know that. So when I left the group, people was like, how could you? And I was like, well, I didn't get in that group to be in the group my entire life, you know. It's just the timing of it. I just knew that I spent enough time in that particular, you know, in that band. And I was like, it's time to do something else. You know, there's always transitions. I'm always, you know, every 3 to 5 years, it feels like there's transitions that happens for me.
Yeah.
And I think I spent 3 to 5 with them, and it was a great 3 to 5. And, you know, it was time to get to my thing. So I did that.
And it was the move, obviously. You wanted to start your own team.
Yeah. Got to run my own show. You know, being a side man was great. You know, I had a great time. You know, but it was so many experiences when in that band where you know, people were, you know, like screaming my name as if I was in the front. Like, all right now, well, you know, if that's gonna happen, then I need to go ahead and do my thing in the front for a minute.
Yes,
you
dude.
know.
And then came the Funk Apostles.
And then came the Funk Apostles. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! I remember when we did the Funk Apostles JammJam.
Such a crazy time.
So amazing,
Such
dude.
a crazy time.
That was
my
incredible.
Lord. The band was still building itself and its sound, and we were so young.
It sounded amazing.
Yeah, it was a great time, man. We never played on a round like that.
Round, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so just that having the synergy of us, you know, doing that thing with the people, you know, the crowd was incredible.
Everyone was in the room that night too.
Everybody was in the room. It was insane.
You could feel it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then that whole B Slade collab. Oh my.
Oh man, B Slade is just
blew my mind.
Oh man, so good, man.
You can see me in the background, I'm like standing behind you. You can see me visibly mind blown.
Yeah. Oh man, his voice is just incredible, man. Incredible.
Was that planned?
No. I called him that day, and I was like, man, you know, what you doing tonight? He said, yeah, I'm gonna pull up. I was like, pull up. He got there. I said, man, we gonna preach tonight.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I got you. And then everything else just happened right on the
man.
It just happened right on the fly, man.
You went straight into Janet Jackson.
Yes. Yeah. For sure.
Incredible.
For sure.
I was wondering, and then you guys kind of went into this like Hendrix riff at the end.
Yeah.
Like just like
yeah.
For it not being rehearsed, it's insane.
Yeah. Well, the Apostles at that time, we was playing what was that? Maybe Wanna Holla, Marvin Gaye tune.
Yeah.
We was playing an arrangement of that was pretty similar.
Oh man.
So some of the band stuff was kind of put together.
Yeah.
But the flow of how it went that night was just like, you know,
it
was
fit.
like, yeah. It was like we might open it up a little bit and, you know, switch it up, and it was just crazy. Then I think did Chris Payton play on that?
Yeah, right? He jumped up on that song too.
Yeah. He came in with us. Yeah, that was an amazing night, man. Powerful night.
I remember I was just so excited too, watching Tehran just kill it. And then you and Semrad together are so special as like that. What you guys both do and how you complement each other, and like the bed that he lays for you is incredible.
His sonic game,
man,
is unmatched.
Yeah,
he's definitely like probably my favorite keyboard player.
Yeah,
you know, and just every time I hear him, he just sounds like him.
Yeah,
doesn't sound like anybody else. He's just doing his own thing, and it inspires me. It makes me want to play.
Oh yeah,
yeah, for sure. It's my dude.
He likes balling too.
Yeah.
He came over here and shot.
Yeah, for sure. He can hoop. As a matter of fact, me and him, we went 2-on-2 with a few people. You know what I'm saying? Got some W's out there.
He'll get aggressive.
Yeah. We can run a pick and roll. You know what up.
So, and now you have your beautiful dog.
Yes.
Lingus.
Lady Lingus.
She's so great, man. When you also came and we've done a few. you've played a few times at the Jam Jam, but when we did Las Vegas, and Life is Beautiful, and you brought Lingus.
Yeah.
Man, having her energy backstage was so great.
She's an incredible dog, man. Just like one of the best things that I've done. I'm so glad I got her because just she brings such a chill, peaceful energy to everywhere she goes, and everybody, no matter how you feel, if you pissed off and you see her, you go, oh, it just she just chills people right on out, and she's just my favorite thing, Lady Lingus.
And the fact that she travels with you like effortlessly, it seems like she was just chilling backstage.
Yeah. She
just a relaxed, calm energy.
She want to be in a party. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? She thinks she's a human.
So Lingus, the song changed your life, and then did you get Lingus and name the dog because Lingus changed your life?
Yeah. And awesome. I wanted to divert my energy about Lingus to something else. Sometimes when people say Lingus and they be like, play Lingus, I was like, man, like I did that. So I was just kind of like, oh, what? Maybe having my dog be named Lingus, would help me like keep it alive in a different way and not just referencing the song so much, but referencing something new. So,
something new and beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Chapter 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would love to talk about your routine because I can tell you're pretty disciplined. Obviously, in order to get the musical expertise level that you're at. But then you also told me you're doing yoga twice a day right now.
Yeah.
That's a lot of discipline.
I've been going hard.
So what's your off-tour daily routine like?
Yeah, I wake up pretty early, somewhere around 7 or 8 or 6 or 7, and now I'm addicted to hot yoga. That's like my thing.
Yeah.
I hit a class, and then probably go get a salad, and then depending on what's going on between the afternoon or the night, I try to get in 1 more hour. So I would go maybe at 4 or go at 6, go at another thing.
Yeah.
But it's giving me so much like energy, focusing on physical fitness right now. I've been planning most of my days around physical fitness.
Wow.
Somehow, I even brought a treadmill for the crib, so if I don't get out the house, I can still get the cardio in. And I'm also a gamer,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm a gamer, man. And
what do you play?
My main jams used to be 2K because I'm a basketball guy, right?
Yep.
Grand Theft Auto because I just love like that game. Red Dead Redemption was another one I love. The Last of Us 1 and 2. Oh my Lord, just beat those, and that was like some of my favorite. Like I was over there going crazy. Those are Uncharted, and I like storyline games. So right now, so that's the easiest ones to play. And if I would have known that like the gaming industry, would be like what it was, like I would probably never tour.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. I used to
just get really good at that, and then just be all in.
I used to be good.
Yeah.
Like 2K.
Yeah.
Like back in high school.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we used to play like $25 a quarter.
Yeah.
It wasn't losing quarters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me and my boy Carlin White. Shout out Carlin White.
Carlin, man. How's he doing? I haven't seen him in a minute.
He's still doing his thing. And
Tell him to say what up.
And he a 2K like God right now. Right now. So me and him, we used to terrorize the homies back in the day. So I've been on Twitch, shout out, follow me on Twitch. See my
I didn't know you were on Twitch. You're gaming on Twitch?
I'm gaming on Twitch, yeah.
Get out of here, dude. We just did an event last week with the CEO of Twitch.
Word?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
I was going to ask you if you've ever thought about or have done any video game music.
I would love to, absolutely.
I got 2 major plugs for you, bro.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. We got the video game plug for you, and I got the Twitch plug.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
No,
Did you know he was doing that, Christian?
No, for sure.
Oh, dude.
For sure. No,
Let's go.
Yeah, no, I'll be on there. I'll be DJing sometimes. Sometimes I DJ or sometimes I watch videos. I do like Q&As and stuff that. We watch like YouTube together. But yeah, I've been on Twitch, man. I've been trying to build up the audience on Twitch. So.
Man, I have this crazy idea for a jam that we haven't done yet. I'm going to say it on here because I talk openly on this show. Like,
okay.
So if you're listening, you get all my ideas. I just say them even if we haven't done it yet. But dude, I want to do a jam that's like a super band like you and other mega players that are all gamers, like passionate gamers that are also super musicians playing strictly video game music in the jam style.
That'd
like
be
playing
wild.
themes from different games, and
Yeah.
like we could do it on Twitch.
That'd be wild.
We could partner with Twitch, do a live stream on Twitch with like, have it be you, and like I know like Luke Holland, like Luke is a major gamer,
Yeah.
and he's really really good at it too.
Yeah.
And like all these, so it's like all
Thunder-
you guys are
Thundercat.
super. Thundercat,
He's a
yeah.
gamer. Yeah.
Dude, imagine the super band of gamers
Yeah, that'd be wild.
playing, like taking those arrangements, those themes, but then you guys do your thing with them
That'd be wild.
and like partner with Twitch.
That'd be wild. That'd be wild.
Put it on
Such
the
a
front
crazy
page
idea.
of Twitch.
Such a crazy idea.
Yo.
Yeah.
Let's
Such-
go.
Such a crazy idea.
We're funded.
It's done.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Green light.
Yeah. Let's get it.
Somebody fund this.
Let's go. Yeah.
Elmo at jamcard.com.
Yeah.
Looking for investors? No.
I'm throwing up Pokemon right now.
Let's go.
You're going crazy.
Okay, so dude, so between twice a day yoga, gaming, running,
Yeah.
practicing,
Studio.
studio,
That's about it. That's about it.
That's a lot.
When I'm home, that's the day-to-day routine.
is your number one source of income is it more from touring, or is it streaming royalties, or like where is like what's keeping you to be able to do that routine?
Touring is
Yeah.
the biggest one. It's
Yeah.
been my biggest one for the longest time. We spent 8 to 10 months on the road.
a lot.
So
Yeah.
we've been going crazy.
Are you monetizing that Twitch channel yet?
A little bit, but it's not going crazy though.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. Once I feel like, and I've been saying this a lot. I don't know if we would talk about this on this podcast or not, but I've definitely been talking about retiring from tour.
Oh,
You know,
let's talk about that.
retiring from tour.
Yeah.
And being able to use things like Twitch, because I got some homies, I'm sure you do too.
Yeah.
But who's like really using Twitch and going crazy. And it's
Yeah.
I don't mind making music. I love music. People take it a little bit crazy when I say that I'm gonna retire from tour. Like, oh my Lord. I'm like, no, I still want to play music. I still want to like perform and be outside and do those things.
For sure.
But since you brought up like big income, coming from tour,
Yeah.
as being a main income piece,
How do you replace that with something else?
replacing it with something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if I can get, the world
Yeah.
that I, travel to come to me and follow me on Twitch, then it's
Yeah.
like, oh man, 25, y'all better get ready. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Come watch me on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing 10 shows.
You know what, dude? It's
Come
like
out.
if hot girls are doing OnlyFans, you could be doing organ fans.
Bang!
Sorry.
Not the laugh.
Corey Henry's organ fans, $8 a month, no feet pictures.
Yes. Yes. Give me an extra 20 for the feet on the pedals.
On the
On
pedal.
the pedals, boy. You know what I'm saying? Extra 20. We go hard. Pedal cam.
Pedal cam be like, yeah, I want to see your foot cam.
Yeah, foot cam.
Play the lowest notes.
For sure, boy. For sure. We go crazy.
God.
Foot cam on the organ is crazy.
Foot cam on organ fans,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Organ fans. That's
Yo.
good. That's good.
Let's start it.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Anyways, that's pretty much you can just rebrand your Twitch channel to organ fans.
Organ fans.
Okay.
Here's a regular subscription.
Oh yeah.
Foot cam
Like,
subscription.
play a minor.
So dumb.
Oh, don't. That could be taken the wrong way.
So dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so Twitch and everything. So what's a guilty pleasure of yours?
Peach cobbler,
Peach cobbler, that counts.
or like red velvet cake,
Oh, red velvet.
Strawberry.
Yeah, those are very rich.
strawberry cheesecake.
Oh.
Those are some guilty pleasures.
Oh, that
for
sounds
sure.
nice.
Yeah, that's where my wine goes. Yeah, that's a good.
That would be my first question to you on organ fans.
Yeah.
What's your guilty pleasure? Peach cobbler or cheesecake?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Dude, I got a sweet tooth, man.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it. I'm doing good though. We were talking earlier. I'm like playing tennis. I'm boxing.
Yeah.
I'm doing intermittent fasting.
For sure. How's that going?
It's going really good.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
sure.
Are you doing that? Oh no, you're a breakfast guy.
No. I I just eat salad when I get hungry.
Just eat salad when I get hungry. It's so
what-
simple. That's like Rick Rubin simple.
Yeah, it's just like I eat a salad and keep fruit around.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
You know,
You're gonna
juice
live a long time.
and juice and smoothies.
Yeah.
That's kind of been most of my diet.
Yeah.
Until like Sunday, Mother's Day, I went to my grandma's house and we had soul food, had mac and cheese and yams.
Oh my God.
So I was
You
like,
went
yeah.
in.
I
Yeah,
went
cheat
in.
day.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah,
Going
I
crazy.
took my mom. I come from an Italian family, so we went to John and Vinny's and went ham, bro.
Went
Ordered the
crazy.
whole menu, every pasta dish, all the cheese.
Go crazy.
And I was like, Mom, do you want dessert? She's like, I'm okay. I'm like, I think you want dessert.
You gotta get this.
The whole menu, please.
The whole thing. Gotta get this whole thing for sure.
And then I was like, I'm so full. She's like, I feel fine. I was like, it's Mother's Day. Blaming it on her.
Gotta eat it
You
all.
made me overeat.
Yeah.
I'm the emotional eater in the family. It's too much, man.
It's a lot.
What about drinking? You're not drinking right now?
Not really.
Good.
You know, just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, just socially, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went through a big drinking phase, so now it's been chill.
That's part of the not touring phase, right? Or trying to
Yeah.
get to the not touring.
Yeah. I
So-
think before it was a part of tour, but when I was home, I was drinking a lot too at one point. You know, it was like going out. You see it at a function.
Yeah.
You know, it's like drinking turn up energy. You know, it's just been recently over the last 2 or 3 years. It's been like, let's turn up energy.
Yeah.
Like just have one and relax.
No dating right now?
Not really, no.
Yeah. Focused on you.
Yeah,
Admirable.
it's the wave.
Man,
Yeah, the timing.
that's good.
Just I don't have much time. I don't know how much time I got in this world. you
Yeah.
know? And I know when the time comes,
Yeah.
it's gonna smack me like a great song.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I feel about the dating thing now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna feel it. I'm not gonna even deny it. I'm gonna go crazy for it. But right now, it's like, chill out, bro.
Is that hard for you, or are you able to?
No, it's not hard. You know,
Yeah.
I'm an only child, so being by myself and having the alone time is actually great. I spend so much time on the road.
Yeah.
You know, so like when I get home, you know, it's like I'm not really trying to be out like that. You know, so I be in my studio, be in the crib.
Yeah.
That's it. You know.
Obviously, you are able to support your passion and with your artistry and everything. But I think, like, how do you make enough passive income, right? Like, how do you get enough to where you can just be doing exactly what you want to be doing and you don't have to tour? Like, I know that's a thing a lot of musicians can relate to, whether they're an artist that doesn't want to tour or if they're a supporting musician or crew that doesn't want to tour. So, like, what are you thinking about in terms of that? Like, do you have any product ideas or anything? Or is Twitch really the thing that you think is the avenue?
Well, I think Twitch will be a huge avenue once it gets rolling.
Yeah.
And just like YouTube and all of those, like, you know, maybe like Instagram and everything else. Like, I think I can really get bags from all of the different social sites.
Yeah.
Once I like tap into it. But I also think that like the sync world is what I really want to target, getting the syncs and licensing and getting my music into movies.
Yes.
I think that's going to be a huge deal. The more I can get into that. I've also been doing a lot of production for people.
Yeah.
And I think when I spend more time in doing that for other artists, the way those bags come through, like that'd be another big deal. So I still want to stay in music and like be active.
Yeah.
I just
Oh, yeah,
think
of
that
course.
there's more things to do with it
And staying home.
and staying home.
Yeah.
You know, finding those stay home bags.
Yes. I mean, dude, the fact that you're already have done Kanye and Chili Peppers and Rosalia
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah. It is amazing.
It's come to you naturally as you were saying with everything else, your
Yes, sir.
approach to these things.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah.
It's been a constant of do your thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
You know, that's been like one of the biggest blessings to just be creative in the space that I've been creative in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you rely on for the business world? Because I know a lot of artists like aren't or money either makes them uncomfortable, or they don't like talking about money, or they don't like talking about business. Where are you in that relationship with like money?
I'm an independent artist.
Yeah.
You know, so I pay for everything that I do.
Yeah.
Which makes, you know, the amount of money or, you know, the type of money I think I should have, it goes up and down. I run a business.
Right. Yeah.
The business is doing decent right now.
Yeah.
Don't complain. It can be doing much better.
Yeah.
To be totally honest. And it will do better. You know
absolutely
what I'm saying?
will.
I'm getting with people that's helping me make sure that the business is being ran differently, and I'm happy about that. It used to be terrible.
Yeah.
The business used to be so bad. I used to be behind in all my bills. And, you know, didn't make no income to, like, you know, pay people. And, and I was asking for a lot of favors, you know, and I remember what that felt like. So, you know, I'm glad to be able to say, like, you know, this time is not like that time, and things are going up. And even though it's a struggle as an independent artist, to be honest, because it's a huge struggle. I don't think that I talk about that enough, you know, in terms of like being an independent artist and doing the thing the way I want to do it, and not like, you know, and it's not that I even want to be an independent artist like that. Like, people be like, well, do you want to, like, do you want a deal or whatever case? I'll be like, yeah, I do. Or, like, it'd be nice to get help. You know what I'm saying? I just haven't gotten, you know, the right offer. Yeah. Other than that, you know.
But that's not always the best way anyways.
Yeah. I can't say that.
You could get that big offer and it ends up being like, oh, wow, you're held back. You don't have the freedom you have. You get shelves. Now you're not recouping. That's a whole other, like, to be independent is to be free. Yeah. Like, it adds a lot of responsibility to your shoulders, of course, but like, that's you being an entrepreneur.
That's what it takes. You know, and I was talking to a friend about, you know, when I started the Apostles, and, you know, the financial hits I was taking at that particular point. Yeah. And I was just like, nobody else is going to do this for me. Yeah. If I don't put my money down, my credit card down, you know, to get the hotels or whatever the case is, I brought a 15-passenger van and got a trailer and all that stuff like that. It's like, if I don't do this, who else is going to start the band? You know what I'm saying? So I'm having a very similar experience right now running my church experiences, right? Yes. I said to myself, I'm like, nobody's going to have this church experience for me. Like, nobody could put this together. They don't know the churches or you know, all of the things. I'm like, so let me go ahead and be my own promoter, you know, and take the whole thing into my hands. As like what I used to do in 2010 when I was trying to book Rockwood as my own, like, as an artist, you know what I'm saying? And I'm noticing, you know, the hardships that's happening from just trying to throw these experiences and, like, keep them top tier. It takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of money. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, who else is going to do it for me? Yeah. I don't expect anybody to do it for me. Yeah. And when I made my church record, I didn't really make it to tour it. So, like, I'm not really, pressed about, you know, about some of these things that I'm doing. But, at the end of the day, it still takes, you know, so much work and money to get anything done. And, when you run a business, you have to be ready to, you know, take the losses as well as the gains, you know. So,
that's the investment risk that you're putting in. You're going all in on yourself. Yeah, for sure. And it's I don't think people realize how hard it is just to break even. For sure. Let alone you got to break, if the show costs $50,000 to do or whatever, because you got to get everyone to New York or everyone to wherever. And it's like this many people and your front of house and your tech, or you're like, man, maybe I don't take a tech and I just tech myself, you know, or like all the different decisions, try to save $800. Yeah. And then the flight and then the hotel, you know, like all those little decisions on how do you even break even, let alone make money. People, like, don't think about it when you go and see artists in clubs. Yeah. Right? Yeah. You know, like, people don't realize, like, how much goes in, how much risk the artist is actually taking. And I think a lot of people dream about being an artist or being a front man or a front woman or whatever. And I always, especially when I was music directing more, I was always telling people, like, you are the CEO of your company. You got to own that. Yes. Your manager works for you. Yeah. If you're signed to a label, they work for you. Your lawyer, everyone works for you. You know, you got to set the tone. You set the culture. Yeah. You set the vibe. Yeah. You set the mentality. Yeah. If you're up, they're up. If you're down, they're down. You know, it's like you win together, you lose together. You got to build that team. You got to build. It's so hard to build a team.
It's hard to build a team.
It's so hard to build a team. It's hard to find great people, choose great people, retain great people.
Yes, absolutely. For the first 2 years of the Apostles, I was down in the red every time we went on tour. Wow. We toured a lot. Yeah. You know, but after I paid the band and after I paid whatever, the hotels and everything else that went with the stuff, it's like, I was not paying my bills. Yeah. You know, then I had to go, like, play somewhere else and do some sideman stuff and, you know, and figure it out on my own, you know what I'm saying, to cover myself. But, you know, people would look at me and be like, yo, you touring a lot. You going crazy. I'm like, I'm not making, everybody else is making money but me for at least the first 2 years. Yes. You know, and then it was like, all right, now we can charge a little bit more money and now I could, like, come up, you know what I'm saying? But it's a struggle, and it's been a struggle. Like,
Yeah, man.
like it's kind of crazy when you're doing your own thing. But I will say I get the greatest joy out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I will say
That's why you do it.
That's why I do it.
Yeah.
That's why I do it. I
Absolutely.
get the greatest joy.
Absolutely, man. I relate to that a lot. Like, and that's why I'm so grateful that the Jam Jam actually became a thing, because if we didn't have the Jam Jam, Jam Card would have just been a tech company, which would have been far less fulfilling personally to not feel that.
Yeah.
You know, we get a lot of joy. The whole team gets a lot of joy out of the Jam Jam, because it's like, oh, we get to feel an audience. We get to, you know, perform and have something that's like tangible feeling instead of just like an app.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And now with the media and everything that came, that was all because like, oh, the Jam Jam became a thing. But once again, it's hard to even make money with the Jam Jam. Everything that we do, it's like, okay, here's a creative idea. How are we going to fund that?
Yeah.
You know, like you can't do it without finding or do I pay, or do we pay, if it's not you got to go find the money.
Right.
That's your job. You're the artist.
Yeah.
It's either, okay, are you paying?
Yeah.
Okay, who's paying then?
Yeah. In my case, a lot of times it's just me.
Yeah. You got to do, I mean, like, there's the biggest reward if you do pay and then it goes well. Because if you get someone else to pay and it doesn't go well, or if you get someone else to pay and it goes well, then they benefit too, which can be great. Hopefully you like your investor or your partner or whatever that is. But yeah, you're just taking all the risk, you know? So, I mean, no risk, no reward. Like the highs are high and the lows are low, but it's like, how do you push through in those lows?
Yeah, for sure.
That's the entrepreneur, whether you're an artist or you're running a tech company or a media or whatever it is. It's all the same. It's all like you wake up every day and it's like your career is at your pace.
Yep.
You set the pace.
Yep, for sure.
You want to go slow and be lazy, go ahead. Can you afford to be slow and lazy? If you can, God bless you. Go take a year off.
Yeah.
Go play 2K for 6 months in a cave.
I'll be so amazing by that time. I'll be 6 months straight off.
The chops will be there by then.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, we do the same. It's like there's good months and then there's hard months, and good quarters, bad quarters, good years. You know, it's like it's hard, you know. But that's why I always have like all this like Jam Card stuff around me, because it's like, you know, for every Jam Jam or movie or tech thing that like was a win, it's like, okay, well, there was a few that were losses. You know,
and it's like you can't win them all.
Yeah,
I had to remind myself, you know, the other day, you know, I got back home, I was just like, wow, I normally win. You know, like I win so much that, like, you know, when I'm talking about winning, I mean like let's say after a show, you know, we finish the show and I look and I ask one of the homies, you know, I ask one of the apostles, I go, we won that, right? So they would go, yeah, we won. We killed them tonight by 20-30. You know what I'm saying?
Like that.
You know? Or like sometimes, or if it's a little tough, people are like, did we win? He's like, we won. And the sound and stuff might have been a little defense, or, you know, it might have been something happening, but, you know, we played well, we did our thing, and people was blessed, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are good shows. But I just had one recently when I really questioned, I said, did we win? I'm like, I don't think we won this one. I think there was a few things that was, you know, playing better defense than we could play offense, and sometimes those losses hurt.
Yeah,
you know, and sometimes, you know, I definitely feel like after having a winning streak of, you know, a large number, whatever that number is, that I haven't won, I was like, man, especially when I know I'm supposed to win. Yeah, you know, it's like, dog, like, I'm not sure, man, what's going on. So I'm trying to hold on. Yeah. I'm trying to hold on, you know, for the next one that I have coming up and not cancel it. So, because I'm like, I think we can still win. Something in my heart is like, take another chance, man.
No,
like,
man, it's a new at bat. It's a new game every time.
Get back up.
Yeah.
You know,
it's crazy. I really love that thought of being like, oh, did we win tonight's show, or did we lose, or how much did we win by? How much? I really actually think that's quite profound. And it's when you think about if you lost, who won. Right? Yeah. And it's like, who won? It's not that it's a person, but it's like the variables. It's the curveballs. Yeah, exactly. Right? Whether it's like promoter is mean or does something or whatever, the sound is bad or some, or, you know, or
people get into fights in the front, you know, or, you know, people screaming or heckling at you, or, you know, when I was playing Coachella, right, with Batiste, right, we was playing and I was watching this guy try to start a rage, right? He was pushing people around. I was like, what's going on down there? And I'm playing and I'm down there I'm up here, but I'm looking at him. you know, like just watching him, and then he got into a fight with the security guards, you know, and I'm just looking at this whole thing like, and I'm playing like, I'm not really concentrating on what I'm supposed to be doing on the stage. Like, I didn't expect this variable of like this crazy behind fight like happening down here, but now I'm being entertained by this fight, you know, and hopefully I'm not missing no cues.
I know,
you know, on the stage. So it's like we gotta be ready for that type of stuff,
man.
Like,
how was it with Batiste playing Coachella?
It was cool, man.
That was so cool. I didn't know you
great.
were playing that, and then I was on watch. I sat this year out and just watched it on the live stream. I was like,
yeah, it was so cool, man. We did Coachella together. We did Grammys together, as well. And we've known each other for years, but this is the first time we worked in this capacity, and it's been wonderful working with him, man. He really loves music, and he's really deep into it. Like just letting himself go, and you know, letting the spirit, you know, like take control. He's really seems like really deep into that type of energy, and it has been a really good time performing.
You guys together is really special. Absolutely.
Man, thank you.
Oh yeah, we did Miami together.
We did Miami together. Yeah. I was just looking at the picture on the wall.
Just got that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's a wild picture, man.
Right?
Wild picture.
That photo has gone so far too.
Really?
That photo's gone so far. So many publications and everything. Like, and that moment was like such a special moment.
Wow.
Like all you guys around Gonzalo, like, and then like that was just lit. So yeah, so
celebrating.
I was legend, like, man, you know, once again talking about like the hard times, whatever. That's why I was like, I put that on the wall behind me, because I'm just like, you know, you come in every day and it's like, this is where I go to bat.
Word.
Right?
Word.
Like when we're not doing the podcast, this is my laptop, and I got my screen, and this is where I'm hitting curveballs.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I go pitch.
For sure.
You know, like, and it's so like I want to be like, as when the hard times come, as they do come, you know, in moments every day, some worse than others. Just always being reminded of like all the beautiful things that have happened in our world, and that we're so lucky to be able to have experienced and provided or produced or been a part of in any way. Like, it's awesome, man.
And you've curated so many amazing moments, man.
Thanks, man.
You know, thank you. You know what I'm saying, for being a vessel. You know what I'm saying? You know, like putting it all together is amazing, man. You've been in the community. It's been beautiful to see.
Thanks, bro.
Yes, sir.
It means a lot.
Yes, sir.
It means a lot. Well, I'm grateful for our friendship, Cory.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna start doing hot yoga.
Come on, come meet me in the morning.
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna be like, I'm only here for the hot yoga. I'm not here for whatever happens to be in this room as well.
It's a part of the experience. The total experience is there.
I'm not the prettiest person in this room.
Don't got to be that or the most flexible or anything, but the experience is what it's all about.
You should come play tennis.
I'm down. Because
I don't want to spar with you. We're not going to box.
I don't think so.
No, I don't want to do that.
I don't think so. But I do want to get into boxing though.
You should get into boxing. If you need a trainer, my guy Ricky.
Right.
At Ricky's boxing gym. On the way to you, he's on Cahuenga in the Cahuenga Pass. Bro, he's amazing. One-on-ones. If you want to learn like technique and like not just do like a fitness class boxing, but like do like really learn the technique and get deep into it, he's the man.
I want to get into that, and I want to get into Jeet Kune Do soon. That's like when I get off tour, I'm about to like dive in.
Then you're unstoppable.
Don't think I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm not playing.
Oh man.
Don't come up to me. These hands.
Cory Henry's burning 7,000 calories a day.
For sure. Shirts off, man. Shirts off for tour, man.
Yeah, summer body. You ready? It's coming,
that's
bro.
What it's all about, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to let these people know. You know what I'm saying? How does it feel? D'Angelo time.
Yeah. All right, we're going to get there.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Cory, Oregon fans. Henry, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, man. This is beautiful.
Whoops, I hit the wrong button, but that's we're live. No editing.